EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. And we are underway at Allegiant Stadium. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Minshew looking to throw it right off the bat. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Tucker. He'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Throwing on second down now, Minshew. Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Christian Harris from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So still a scoreless game in the first, but they're going to go for this thing on their own side of the field on 4th down. They're going to try and throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And on the opening drive of the afternoon, the defense forces a turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now a man born here in California, Joe Mixon. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Back to Mixon on second down. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Here we go now on 1st and goal. Stroud looking to change the play. They'll give it to Mixon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. Touchdown, Texans. Nico Collins from 10 yards out. And the Texans are on the board first here in Vegas. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. Amir Abdullah. And he's able to get this all the way to the 40 before going out of bounds.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
Charles, we know that this offense is aggressive. We saw that last drive. They went for it on fourth down, didn't get it. Then they give up the touchdown. So now you feel like they really need to respond here.
They certainly do, but let's face it. Sometimes when you take that risk, you understand if you fail, a little more onus goes back on your ball club to try and pick themselves back up.
In motion left goes Myers. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Short throw caught by Bowers. 2 yards on the pickup there, and that's going to bring up second down.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential, but when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
From a couple of yards beyond midfield, here's 2nd and 8. Now Minshew. That's to Bowers once again. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Not too many teams will use a first-round pick on a tight end, so you know that when one does, he's got to be pretty darn special.
A small example of why they took him in the first round there. A nice little catch and run to get the good yardage. Again, Minshew looking to throw. He goes underneath to Abdullah. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it's second down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. Back to the ground on first down. Here's Madison. Down he goes at the 10 with a solid pickup of 8. 2 yards to go, second down. Looking to throw it. Minshew. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Bowers. Touchdown, Raiders. Brock Bowers from 10 yards out. And the Raiders are an extra point away from drawing level. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And good coverage defensively. They wouldn't let him get ahead of steam going, and he'll be brought down at the 15. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
1st and 10, it's Stroud. As this complete to Woods.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Diggs, the motion man left.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
That'll be pulled in downfield by Collins.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. The end result, 21 yards.
Stroud. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught.
And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Here's Stroud. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Now a 2nd and 10. Stroud will look to throw once more.
And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked off by Nate Hobbs. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. Minshew, 1st and 10. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Here's Minshew.
And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Minshew sets to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. Minshew not coming off. They'll try and go for it. On 4th down, Minshew. Able to find the open man. That's complete.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
We always talk about big-time players make big-time plays in big-time moments. I think that fourth down qualified. That was a heck of a throw.
In motion left goes Myers. Throwing on first down is Minshew. Leaping, and he makes the grab. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
This is screen to Abdullah. Touchdown! Amir Abdullah, 26 yards. And the Raiders will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. That's going to be taken at the goal line, and he'll return it. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And with him trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Meanwhile, Stroud's throw complete into the hands of Schultz here. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. They may want to go back to that one. First play of the drive, good for 15 and a first down. Mixon with a first down carry. And taken down just shy of the 40. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Here's 2nd and 7.
60 Vikings, 60 Vikings, Dragon 60.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. That's into the hands of Woods. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Stroud to the air on 1st and 10. That's complete. It's Collins. Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. And Stroud now to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage, and here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
The kick by Fairbairn is good, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Here's Abdullah from his end zone. Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. Now Minshew on 1st and 10. That's caught.
And a loose football. And the Texans scoop it. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, kind of a costly one, as he won't make it back to the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now. And this drive is almost over before it began thanks to a great defensive effort. Sack on first down, followed by an incompletion. One more good rep, and they get off the field.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Stroud to throw it. Dancing to his left. And that's going to be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Man in motion left. That's Collins. Fourth down. Here's Stroud. He's got his man, Schultz, coming across the formation. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. A quick throw knocked